Fox is out, and obviously Michael is out. So what about Aiden Ross?
Oh, I'm actually down. I'm down for Aiden.
He's down.
All right, it is time for the official announcement. Let's send it up to Foos. Foos, go ahead, bud.
Referee Chris Molina has stopped the bout at 1 minute and 46 seconds into round 2. Your winner with a knockout from Team YouTube, Faye Jarvis.
The intensity is, Keem, something to be commended.
It's amazing. Every single one of these fights has been nothing but entertaining. The production, I mean, it's unreal.
All right, let's take a look at the final punch stats presented by Stat Hero. Survived the game, and this was a very one-sided fight.
Yeah, I mean, we predicted this, but now that we're looking at the numbers, I mean, FaZe Rug, I'm looking at him right now, just shocked. He's a loss for words.
This is nuts.
I mean, 20 power punches landed, only 4 by Michael.
All right, it's time to hear from our very excited winner. Let's send it up the page.
Jarvis, could this feel any better? You just came off the cover of Sports Illustrated to get a knockout win. What does this mean for you?
This shit doesn't even feel real right now. I literally, that was like, all of this right now, everyone here, I'm in front of a crowd of, I don't know how many people. I feel insane. I just feel like screaming to the top of my
Your whole
lungs.
crew predicted this. I've been talking to them.
Yeah.
They predicted a knockout from you. They said you've been
I've
focused.
seen it in my head. I've been manifesting it, and I've been visualizing this, and we made it happen second round.
Now, do you see yourself continuing your fighting career? Do you see yourself going into an
100%.
amateur boxing?
I love that. Just getting hit in the face, it gave me so much adrenaline. I was screaming whilst I was punching him. You know, I'm ready for this.
I know exactly what that's about. Now, do you call out another YouTuber, TikToker? Do you call out a professional boxer?
Nah, I'm not calling out anyone, but I'm ready to fight. Let's get the contract signed. Let's do this shit.
Unfortunately, after that performance, I don't know how many people are going to be calling you out. You had an amazing performance. Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank my coach right here, Otis Gomez. He's been with me since the start. He's believed in me. And me and him we've grown a great relationship over the past few months. And without him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank all the FaZe clan over there, my family, all my friends, and all the fans out here watching. I fucking love each and every single one of you. I'm glad I could get that knockdown for you, like I've been telling you. And I'm ready. Who's next?
Congratulations, you're winner. Now let's take it back to Charlemagne.
That's right. That's right. I didn't know what to expect when they told me YouTubers and TikTokers were going to be fighting, but I am highly entertained. Why is watching people beat up on each other so much fun? Now, our next performer is a native of the ATL and winner of Best New Hip Hop Artist at the BET Awards. Give it up.
All right, guys, I think we have about 4 or 5 fights left. For those of you guys that want me to do full screen, I'm just not going full screen so they don't pull our stream off of the internet, so it keeps going. That's why I'm kind of going in and out here, and I don't put it all full screen. It's all for you guys. I hope everyone is enjoying. Let's go. YouTube 3-0. Ski.
Talk to us, put them straight to sleep. I don't sell pussy, but this ain't shit. She got that. Every people ever got rest of the trap shit. I got some shit for my drama. I'm with the shit. You want a problem? I want to see. Whoa, let's go. My DMA blade and my AP select the West Street show with sticks. I don't give a fuck. I'm running it up. Be like I pop my cheeks. Cause I'm a very freaky girl. Get it from my mom. I'm not with the game. I'm without a drama. Make them give me brain. Make them give me brain in the pussy. How you look, Big Lotto? How you look, Big Lotto? Let's get into it. Whoa, she look good, good. Oh, she look. Whoa. Make them give me brain. Make them give me Einstein. Talk to me. I walked in the meeting, label seen a dollar sign. It took a couple years for me to sign the daddy line. She slim, wait. This nigga dumb if he lose me. This boy think I love him, bitch, I'm Big Lotto. Oh, let's go. I'm eating this cool shit. I swear my life is a movie. Walk down nasty with Boosie, and now I got one with Gucci. She's a very freaky girl, and she get it from her. Let's go. I'm not with the game. I'm without a drum. Make 'em give me brain in the front seat.
One more time, she go.
Make 'em give me brain.
One more time, she's
I'm a very freaky girl.
What's up?
Get it from my mama.
Say.
I'm not with the game.
It go like she
I'm without a drum.
Whoa.
Make 'em give me brain.
Say she go.
Make 'em give me brain in the front seat of the motherfucking hum. The biggest.
Social Gloves, make some noise for Big Lotto. So look, we gonna do it like this. All my YouTubers, light this motherfucker up one time. If you team TikTok, light this bitch up one time. And look, one more last thing. All my ladies, light this bitch up one time.
The biggest.
Big Lotto, how you feeling?
Shit. I throw that ass back to see if he gon' catch
Let's
me.
go like.
I ain't athletic, but it's tennis for the neck.
Say what, say what?
Hey, where that cash at?
Guess what? Cause she's a.
Real gutter beach, real plugs and connect.
And what you do?
First I make him eat it till he locked jaw.
It go like.
Give it to him good.
Nigga socks off, say. She
I run it up. They
Whoa.
busy running their mouth. I'm a real ass. I throw that ass back to see if he gon' catch
Fuck
me.
it up, yo.
I ain't athletic, but it's tennis for the neck.
Say what, say what?
Hey, where that cash at? I stack it like tech.
Cause she's a.
Real beach,
oh,
plugs.
oh, and what you do?
First I make him eat it till he locked chop.
Fuck it up, yo.
Give it to him good, knock a nigga socks off.
Say what, say what?
I run it up, they busy running their mouth. I'm a real
Whoa,
rich ass
whoa,
bitch.
whoa, let's go.
First off, I ain't fucking for
No clout.
I ain't fucking on no nigga sleeping on his partner couch.
Say what, say what?
He wanna fuck, rather sit it on his mouth.
Say see
I'm
you.
a freak ass, greedy ass peach from the south.
Fuck it up, yo.
Is you gon' catch?
Whoa.
Eat it up for breakfast. I ain't athletic on the dick, I do gymnastics. I hit up sweetie like, what's up? I'm in the back.
The baddest,
Bitch,
the baddest,
hey,
the baddest.
good one.
Oh, let's go.
I throw that ass back to see if he gon' catch it. I ain't athletic, but it's tennis for the neck.
Talk to him, though.
Hey, where that cash at? I stack it like tech.
Cause she's a.
Real gutter bitch, real plugs and connect.
And what you do?
First I make him eat it till he locked jaw. Give it to him good, knock a nigga socks off. I run it up, they busy running their mouth. I'm a real ass, rich ass bitch from the south. The biggest, the big Lotto in this bitch. What the fuck going on? The biggest.
Social Gloves, we appreciate you. Make some noise for Big Lotto.
The biggest.
Social Gloves, Battle of the Platforms is sponsored by Cybertino and Stat Hero, the first ever daily fantasy sports book and the only place to get in on the Social Gloves action at stathero.com/gloves.
Cybertino, the world's leading NFT marketplace, has partnered with Social Gloves to create NFT digital collectibles for tonight's event. Go to cybertino.com to collect and resell special edition NFT coins of the fighters, trading cards, and capture the one-of-a-kind NFT special moments from each fight. Every pay-per-view customer will get a free limited edition NFT collectible. Redeem your piece of history now at cybertino.com.
I'm here with TikToker Vinny Hacker. Deji's known as a tough fighter. Are you coming into this for the win, or is this more of a one and done for you?
No, I'm definitely coming into this for the win, yeah.
What do you think is Deji's biggest weakness in the ring?
I don't think he's taking us seriously. I don't think he's taking me seriously.
Well, now let's check in with Marcos.
All right, Emily, thank you so much for being joined with Deji. Your opponent just said he thinks you're not taking this seriously. What do you think about that?
I mean, he's about to know in a few minutes. I mean, that's there's nothing else to say.
No, we haven't seen you back in the ring since 2018. You know, how's this been? This process been for you?
Donuts. A lot of food, donuts, but now I'm here, so that's all that matters.
And quickly, we all know your brother's KSI. What has he told you about this fight and any advice he's given you?
So he did wish me the best. He said, just relax. That's it, and you'll get the W, and I'm gonna get the W.
All right, my man looks ready to go. Deji, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and take it back to Fuzi. Take it away.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with Bellator MMA's Austin Vanderford. Austin, is this exceeding your expectations?
Oh, 100%, man. These guys are coming out swinging, and we've seen some blood. We saw a knockdown, and personally, I didn't know if we'd see that, and it came out. It's awesome.
Coming into this, did you think that them being social media stars, they wouldn't have taken this as serious as they seem to have taken it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a different world when you step in the ring or the cage, and these guys are coming out and bringing it in. I respect that for that.
Any final predictions on Austin versus Bryce?
Man, Austin's brother came in and looked really good, so I think, I got to go. Or wait, am I talking about the right guy?
Yeah.
Okay. His brother came out, looked good. I got to go with the name Austin, so I'm going to roll with him.
All right, thank you so much. Now back up to the live zone to Charlemagne the God.
Remember, you can still get exclusive 3D interactive hashtag social gloves NFT coins from AT Cybertino app. Purchase hashtag Team YouTube or hashtag Team TikTok silver coins that will automatically turn to gold if your fighter wins. So far, we've had 3 fights in our battle of the platforms. Following FaZe Jarvis's win, YouTube is in the lead 3-0. That means Nate really needs to bring it when he goes up against DDG in the next bout.
I think things are about to start heating up because next we got DDG versus Nate Wyatt. So let's hear what they have to say.
I'm just here to make money and beat somebody's ass in the process.
I'm Nate Wyatt. I create content across all platforms.
Shout out DDG fans.
I think Nate is the lamest one on the card. No one knows who Nate is. He's more like the shadow.
This shit light work to you? This is extremely light. Like, look at my opponent. He danced.
DDG, you've been talking a lot of so here I am. Let's fight. Let's see if I'm really scared of you.
Really ain't got nothing to say, Nate. I think deep down you know what's finna happen.
I think you're gonna see someone who everybody underestimates. Don't judge a book by its cover.
I'm gonna have to be very mean, vicious, because I gotta knock him out. That's the only W for me.
The more you talk, the more you putting yourself in the hole, and I'm gonna hurt you more.
You're not gonna hurt me.
with none of that
You're not
camera.
Bro, you're too small to hurt me. You're not gonna hurt me.
I'm putting you to sleep.
You're not gonna hurt me.
It's a real fight when we get in that ring. Anything that they say now will be used against them in the ring. So Nate, I will be careful.
You're a Barbie. You're a Barbie.
Okay, Ms. Barbie's about to knock you out.
All right, so a lot of trash talking, a lot of saying, I'm going to knock the other guy out. Well, here's what a real knockout looks like, because we saw it just a couple of minutes ago. FaZe Jarvis absolutely being laid out like a leaf.
Yeah, I love this replay. The overhand right has been the key to the night. Huge overhand right. He was ready to follow it up with a lead hook, but that's been the key this whole night. He took this seriously. There was power behind that punch.
Yeah, FaZe Jarvis says, I've never felt like this before. But now we got to spin it forward now. We've got Nate Wyatt and DDG. Let's start with DDG. Confidence is certainly not an issue for this man.
Absolutely not, Coach. I mean, DDG, he's a musical artist. The reason why he wants to win tonight is to level up and launch that music career. I mean, it's already launched, but it could go. The sky is the limit if he comes out with a W in the ring tonight.
Level up, lit, all kinds of new things I'm learning here at ringside. Let's switch over to Nate Wyatt. He says everybody is underestimating him. What should his mentality be?
His mentality, he needs to carry that. Honestly, it's hard to have the world attacking you, but that pressure, we're going to see if he can perform under it. A lot of these athletes, a lot of these TikTokers, YouTubers, social media platform stars, they're used to the pressure. They're used to the drama, right? And let's see if he can carry that and use the pressure, fuel his fire, and put on a show.
We've been talking a little bit tonight about fake beefs, real beefs. What's the beef like here?
Well, this one got real ugly real fast, and honestly, I don't know who's going to win. This is the one I could not call.
Well, so far, YouTube has dominated tonight. Is that going to continue? We'll find out right now. Let's send it to Foos.
Representing Team TikTok, Nate Wyatt.
He's part of the Hype House crew. How about 5.6 million followers on TikTok? He's 24 years of age. He is primed and he is ready. But is he ready for this?
You know, he got very popular being a part of a group, but if he comes out with a win tonight, it's going to be a great chance for him to launch his own brand. Nate could really do it.
I can just tell you, off this walkout, though, you know, I'm the professional fighter. I'm watching this walkout. He looks a little too stoic for me, right?
Okay.
There's cool, calm, and collected, and then there's stoic, to where he looks like that. Oh my gosh, what am I getting myself into?
Representing Team YouTube, DDG.
I think he was asking the DJ to play a different song.
It looks like kind of like he's all mic'd up to rap himself here.
Right, I believe this is his own song. This is what he needed to come out to. That's why he went back and went to the DJ.
I can honestly say that I've never seen a fighter change his entrance music while he was doing his entrance. That's next level kind of stuff.
That is a lot of pressure, right? Not only are you performing right this very second during your walkout, but you're about to perform in a boxing ring and fight somebody. So good for him. He really rose to the occasion, I guess.
Well, I got really nervous right out at the first. I was like, wait a minute, is he giving up? Is he going back to the locker room? What is happening?
All right, let's take a look finally at the tail of the tape between these two from YouTube and TikTok. DDG, Nate Wyatt, Paige, what do you see?
You know what I see? This is virtually identical. We got a slight age advantage, slight reach advantage to Nate, slight height advantage, but really not enough to make a huge difference. Going into this, virtually identical. It's who trained and who is more well prepared.
Nate Wyatt has certainly mastered the focused look when it comes to graphics. It's time for the announcements. Let's send it up to Foos.
In the blue corner, representing TikTok, weighing in at 163 pounds, boasting over 5.6 million TikTok followers, born in Cincinnati, Ohio, now in Los Angeles, California, the soul of the Hype House, Nate Wyatt! And representing YouTube in the red corner, weighing in at 162 pounds with nearly 2 million subscribers, a Michigan native now living in Los Angeles. He's a lover and a fighter, DDG!
Obey my commands at all times, protect yourselves at all times. In case of a knockdown, go to the corner I tell you to go to. Wait for me to call you out. Any questions? Touch them up. Let's go.
Okay, for the second time tonight, there will be no glove touching. DDG, much like FaZe Jarvis, looks like he is all business.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see if YouTube can go 4-0.
They meet in the middle of the ring extremely quickly. Both of them seem like they're putting the pressure on.
No big right hands by DDG.
DDG closing the distance. I would like him to keep a little bit in his range, not so close, and he can capitalize and throw the most power.
Paige, what do you see from their stances and their initial pressure?
Their initial pressure, I like the stance. They both have a low stance. They got their head low. They're both getting a little overextended, right? Rushing forward when they're throwing punches. If they keep their feet underneath them, they're going to have more power, and that's when we're going to see the knockouts.
No, big right hand by DDG. One thing these fighters need to stop doing is turning their backs.
We've seen that. Number 3 tonight, right?
Yeah, you're going to see that.
Oh, good combination. Then over the top.
DDG, I do like his head movement. I like his foot movement. He does, off the gate, in the first minute, look like the more experienced fighter.
And DDG, very fast on his feet. It's amazing how fast he is.
He's putting that jab out there really quickly, right? And that jab, a lot of fights you can win with a fast jab, constantly sticking it out there, having something in your opponent's face so they can't hit you.
Well, he's also avoiding these punches, too. He's backing up, getting out of the way of danger real fast. I mean, it's very impressive.
It's great. Like you said, he's getting out of the way, or he has his guard up and he's completely protecting himself when he is in the pocket.
Oh, DDG launching himself into Nate Wyatt. This the second of our 5 featured bouts here on pay-per-view at Social Gloves. Battle of the Platforms. Thanks for hanging out with us on a very muggy Saturday night in Miami.
Beautiful overhand right there.
Oh, my God.
I think we got a little complaint out of Wyatt. He thought that was the back of the head. But if you're turning yourself, that doesn't count as a strike against your opponent. You turned into it, right?
That's a great point.
If we could get a replay of that, I want to know.
That's right. That's the if you turn your back and someone hits you to the back of the head, that is your own fault.
I got him. I got the one. I know. Okay. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. You're good. Okay. Look. Everything he did in this round, that's all he's gonna do. He's scared now. You come with some good right hands. Okay. You double the jab, and now instead of going to the head, go to the body. Okay. Go to the body. Okay. Work a little bit. Work a little bit of the body. That's it. Spin out. Keep on throwing that. All you're gonna do, right hook. Okay. Do not let him take you there. You spin out, right? And throw that jab. Throw it. He can't handle it. He comes in, sit on it, and throw that right knee to the stomach. Okay? Do not let him take you in the room. Okay? All right?
Okay, so we heard from both corners. They're both very confident in their guy.
Go, baby.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was a close round for me, right? It did seem like DDG looks like the more experienced fighter. He did get a better shot towards the end of the round, but it was relatively close.
All right, here we go. Round number 2. Again, all of these fights tonight scheduled for 5 rounds, 2-minute rounds.
And he gets on the ropes again.
Fusi is our very, very unofficial scorekeeper tonight. What do you got after the first round, Fusi?
Thanks for the secondary. I have it 10-9 DDG. I see him landing the cleaner punches, and I can see this being stopped early.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Fusi there. It looks...
Big overhand right.
Nate Wyatt seems to be leaving Paige his head at a level that's easy to connect.
He is, and that's the thing. You don't want to have your head in one spot. It's not about where it is. It's about moving it out of one spot. And he's coming in and he's freezing in front of his opponent. And that's where the experience comes in. He doesn't quite have that head movement experience to know it's harder to hit a moving target.
Nate Wyatt just covering up, and if you're going to do that repeatedly, King, you're just going to get hit over and over and over again.
I know he has the height advantage. Why get down to that level? I mean, I'm not an expert, but I wouldn't.
They're tying up quite a bit here, and it is a good break, right? In boxing, if you're getting lit up, grabbing on your opponent, you get that 1 second to where the fight gets to reset.
You can kind of see on our screen that it has started to rain lightly here in Miami, and the ring is covered, and I doubt that many of the almost 15,000 fans here tonight don't welcome this rain just a little bit.
No, it is hot here, and the rain is welcome to cool us off.
It's so hot. It's pouring outside, and they're pouring punches in this ring.
Amazing.
Oh,
Big underhand right.
DDG just winding up.
Dropping the hammer.
Good showing out of both of these guys. Still, I have DDG a little bit more with the experience. He's putting punches in bunches, like I like to say. That's when you land.
Now let me ask you, do you guys think this goes the distance? I don't.
No. I think it's going to be over either here in the third round or the fourth.
You know what? If they can keep their energy up, it could keep going, you know? I feel like both of these guys, I'm seeing some heavy breathing out of both corners.
You can see our VIPs.
DDG a little bit more with the experience. He's putting punches in bunches, like I like to say. That's when you land.
Now let me ask you, do you guys...
Almost 15,000 fans have shown up here at Hard Rock Stadium, the site of the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes knocked off the San Francisco 49ers right here on this very field. And now, DDG!
Wyatt was sticking his double jab out there pretty well, but he just wasn't able to get his head out of the way after he throws his punches. Right, that head position. He's got to get out of in front of the punches.
The first 88 count of this fight. And Nate Wyatt has got to start moving around, guys. It just he's becoming a very stationary target.
DDG is not letting him rest, just rushing, even after the last clinch, getting one in.
And DDG continues to kind of just set up that big right hand page and launch from halfway across the ring.
Yes, he is. And then DDG, we keep getting in these tie-ups, and that's because Wyatt keeps ducking his head extremely low, right? That's not a problem with DDG locking up his head. That's a problem with Wyatt ducking his head too low.
45 seconds to go here in round number 3. So far, it has been all Keem and DDG.
Yeah, now you can see the ref getting frustrated. Like, come on, guys, let's. There it is.
They're both exhausted. They're throwing their one punch, getting tired, locking up.
It is amazing how quickly the trash talking stops when you're gassed to the gills.
Right.
It does. And then you see them kind of closing their eyes on these punches and throwing with full authority, hoping that they land, but you got to keep those eyes open. Punches and bunches, set your shots up if you want to finish tonight.
All right, it looks like we will see a fourth round here between Nate Wyatt of TikTok and DDG, excuse me. I was channeling my inner pro wrestling. I said DDP.
Diamond Dallas Page.
There's been a sighting in Miami.
It's really raining now. I mean, we're getting hit and we're underneath a tent. Does that make sense?
You know what? The great thing about Florida is if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. I've been told that. I've lived here for a year, and I think I've had 100 people tell me that, and it's absolutely true. It should only be around for a few minutes, and we should be dry.
Here's some of the action from that third round.
Amazing uppercut, leading into a lead hook.
There's a lot of closing of the eyes tonight.
Yes.
You know, I love watching these replays on these punches. The Jarvis one was amazing, but that uppercut right there, that looked beautiful.
Paige Van Zandt, Keemstar, Coach Foos, Charlemagne the God, our entire Social Gloves team. The fighters tonight from the start with Kale Siraj and Ryan Johnston to now, they've really given it all to us. Foosy, what's your scorecard looking like?
You know what? I got this going all the way to DDG right now through all 3 rounds. I don't think Nate's given him a lot of opportunity to showcase what he got. There's a lot of locking up and hugging going on, and I'm surprised this lasted this long.
And now DDG, once again getting 2, then 3 shots in on Nate Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt doesn't like this, right? That's why he keeps ducking his head really low. We're seeing these tie-ups. DDG needs to be moving backwards a little more, not so much forward. If he can move backwards and lure positions that he keeps getting caught in.
Well, we didn't think this was going to go to the distance, and we're halfway through the fourth. Maybe it will.
And this very pro YouTube crowd page screaming for DDG.
They are, and it's looking more and more like these guys are getting tired, getting exhausted. And it's, you know what? If they have the will to win, we could still see a finish. But I'm hoping that they keep it up and they can keep their energy high and give us an exciting 5th round.
Big breaths from both. And finally, Nate Wyatt is able to throw one, but then he just covers up.
Yeah, and that's the reason I feel like they have these 2-minute rounds for these guys. If you can train as hard as you can, it's good for them to have these 2-minute rounds. Could you imagine 3 minutes of action?
Paige, the answer would be no. No, I cannot.
Yes.
You saw Nate Wyatt kind of glance up at the clock.
Right.
That is a telltale sign, Keem, in the fighting world. Is it over yet?
Yeah, he's trying to survive, obviously. I think he knows kind of how this is playing out. A lot of defense, not much offense.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I really do. I want DDG to start going backwards, lead Wyatt to him, and he's going to be able to connect a little bit better and not have those tie-ups. Impressive round, though.
And a lot of chatter between Nate and the ref after every round. I wonder what his concern is.
That is interesting. In between rounds, I don't think I've ever talked to the ref. In a fight, the ref, I don't even notice that they're there. So that's a good observation. I don't know what in the world he could be saying.
If you use left hook, you catch him because he's dropping his right every time.
So you can see there in the corner one of the great trainers in boxing.
Legendary.
So Joel Diaz, Timothy Bradley, Hoya, I mean, all Vargas, I mean, you name it, this man right here has trained them.
It's amazing to see these YouTubers, like, they're not just grabbing some coach or whatever. They're trying to find the absolute best. They got the fame, they got the money. They don't do this lightly. They do this serious.
Well, these coaches do not have to coach them, right? When I walk into a boxing gym, I have to prove to the coach that I deserve to be there. These guys did something to prove to these coaches that they deserve to be there. They showed that they're real fighters and they were invested in their career. These coaches don't have to take on anybody.
That's a very, very good point. All right, here we go. Our 5th and final round. Keith, that's a great point, too. The check clears. All right, does Nate Wyatt have anything left for DDG?
Oh, beautiful overhand right. Wyatt looks a little uncomfortable with that shot, ducking his head. He continues to turn his. Wyatt continues to turn his head away, and that's why he keeps getting caught with these back of the head shots, as he's saying.
The referee is pretty much had it at this point.
Yes, he has had it. Look at him.
Stop tying up, guys. And that's just sheer exhaustion, right? At this point, they got enough energy to throw one power punch, and then they got to hold on for dear life.
The referee kind of reminds me of a nightclub security guard. Right? He's just like, all right, you two.
Absolutely.
Stop.
Where do we get these big refs, right? We got him, we got Big John McCarthy. These refs look like fighters.
But you absolutely need someone big like this in this situation. These are not experienced, boxers. They haven't had boxing matches before. They're not going to listen. You need someone that will make them listen.
Inside of 40 seconds now, round number 5. Each fight tonight scheduled for 5 rounds, 2-minute rounds. Still to come tonight, our main event, Austin McBroom of YouTube and Bryce Hall of TikTok.
Well, you got to hand it to Nate. I didn't think he was going to survive this.
He absolutely did, and that's the thing, is he took a lot of punches, a lot more damage than I think he anticipated, but he sucked it up and he gutted through this fight.
And at this point, these two are just trying to get to the finish line. And the finish line looks like a DDG resounding victory.
The crowd is already cheering victory.
He got a few more punches to seal the deal at the end of that fight. We got the chains in full effect.
Well, Nate Wyatt, he has the debonair movie star good looks for
Absolutely.
a TikToker.
Well, I mean, not right now. If you see, there's a lot of swelling.
Hey, I can talk about that. I have been cut open, bloodied up in fights, broken hands, cut faces. It all heals.
Oh, it does. But not all of us look like you, Paige, so it's not as important for us to get it back to normal. Nate Wyatt's probably very happy that this thing is over.
What do you think about this experience, right? Now that you're watching it as a YouTube sensation, does this inspire you to do something else? Do we see, you're one of these guys, do we see you in a boxing match?
I just love being a commentator. I love being able to sit here and call it, and it's been a pleasure to work with you guys. I mean, you guys are the pros here teaching me what's up with all this, and it's just been so much fun to be this close to the ring. I mean, normally I get the front row seats, you know, they hook me up, but I haven't been this close.
There's nothing better than being right here at ringside.
The commentator booth is very nice.
Yes, because guess what? You never lose a fight. You never lose sitting here.
That's right.
All right. So the judges are still figuring out. Now we have a decision. Let's send it up to the ring.
Here are the judges' results for this sanctioned exhibition match. Lorenzo Hunt scored the contest 50-44. Coach Chuck scored the contest 49-45. And Keon Wilson scored the contest 50-43, with the combined scores putting the bout in favor of DDG.
Let's go!
Well, it's a very
Let's go! Undefeated!
crowd here in Miami, clearly.
Jeez, shout out to all those Detroit folks.
The judges thought he had dominated 2 or 3 rounds with those scores.
Wow, unbelievable.
Shout out all YouTube fans and Detroit folk for this win. That's your guy right there.
4 wins for YouTube right now. This one, I didn't know anywhere where it was going to go. Now we clearly know DDG is pretty good in that ring.
Let's take a look at the final punch stats presented by Stat Hero. Survived the game and clearly this is a DDG domination.
Unbelievable. Power punches, 35-7 total punches. Total punches, only 40. So only 5 of them were not power punches. Unreal.
So DDG is the victor. He's getting all of his ice on. He's getting all of his bling on. And momentarily he will speak.
Everyone going for those TikTokers, you better definitely get a little bit louder because they are getting smoked by the YouTube.
Congratulations on an amazing
crew.
performance.
Let's
Did you
go.
think it was going to go the full fight?
Honestly, I left the strip club last night. I wasn't even training for this fight. Hey, man. Jay, where my blunt at? I've honestly felt like, not to be funny or nothing, but I felt like he wasn't going to last that whole time. It's a lot of respect to Nate.
You looked amazing. Honestly, coming from a professional fighter, you looked like you have been in the gym, you've been training. Can we talk about your coaching staff? You have some amazing coaches in your corner. Did you have confidence with them being there with you?
Yeah, Joe Diaz, he helped me a lot, sharpen up my skills. I'm excited for the win.
What's next for you, all right? You looked like you had a lot of fun. Can we see you in another fight? Can we see you in an amateur boxing match, a bare knuckle boxing match? What's next?
Honestly, just like my finale on YouTube, I'm quitting YouTube for good. So this is my last little finale of this fight. One and done. Unless, the only way I'll step in the ring again